Emotions play a big part in our everyday life. However, when they become too intense or overwhelming, it sometimes creates friction in our self understanding, relationships, and sometimes even in our careers. This is why many self help books provide guidance on how you can better control your emotions. After all, if you can do that successfully, you'll be able to make better decisions, big or small. Understand your triggers, and gain insights on how to respond in constructive ways. That's why in today's video, I will share with you the ways to master your emotions. So stay with me until the end. Welcome to Thrivetastic. If you're new here, why not hit that subscribe button and join our community. As always guys, give this video a thumbs up for that YouTube algorithm. Learning to control your emotions is crucial if you want to live a life that you can control. Having complete control and power over your feelings at any time is one of the most valuable skill sets you can learn. But before that, did you know that there are 3 particular forces that could influence how you interpret and determine what you feel? That's right, these 3 forces have the power to produce any emotional state. If you want to master your emotions and choose which ones to feel consciously, you must first understand these forces and how to use them to your advantage. Number 1. Physiology. The way you move your body has a direct impact on how you feel right now. Keeping your head down and avoiding an upright posture, for instance, might push you closer to depression. With this in mind, if you feel down, raise your head, bring your shoulders back, and take several deep breaths. We all have the potential to place ourselves in a resourceful state at will. Using your physiology to identify your mental state can allow you to make better judgments and boost your confidence. This will assist you in staying composed when confronted with a choice in an uncertain situation. Number 2. Language. Language exists in many different and extensive forms, one of which is your inner monologue, or the things you say to yourself mentally. Language can have a powerful impact on your emotional state. For instance, asking yourself, "Why does this always happen to me?" will put you in a bad and depressing mood. Instead, ask, "How can I benefit from this?" And you will realize that it will give a more positive and moving forward frame of mind. Your words are continuously influencing your unique interpretation of a circumstance and how that situation affects your emotional state. If you find yourself feeling gloomy or unhappy about something, consider how your language is influencing your emotional state of mind. How can you alter your language to transform negative feelings into positive, empowered ones? Number 3. Focus. Energy flows where focus goes, and outcomes follow. Basically, what you choose to focus on determines the course of your entire life. As a result, it is critical to focus on where you want to go and what you want to do rather than what you fear. For instance, when you found yourself doubtful, anxious, and fearful of uncertain events, instead of focusing your negative emotions, focus on what you can do at that moment and what action you should take to move forward, or what you can do to have a more positive outcome. With that, you'll then be able to make difficult decisions and realize your full potential to appreciate life in every moment. Now that we're done with that, let's now talk about the steps you can take to master your emotions. Step 1. Identify your emotion. The ability to identify the emotion you're experiencing is the first step towards emotional mastery. This is crucial because you will struggle to respond appropriately if you're unsure about the type of emotions you're experiencing. Ask yourself the following questions to help you learn how to better understand your emotions. What am I feeling right now? Is this all I'm feeling, or is there something else going on? As you progress through this process, the more clarity you will have. Step 2. Acknowledge your emotions. Denying the emotions you're experiencing is unhealthy and can make your life much more challenging. In fact, suppressing your emotions can lead to ambiguity and prevent you from taking advantage of them. Appreciating your emotions, on the other hand, can help you turn them into something you can use and work with as you move forward. Thus, it is critical to openly acknowledge your emotions and explore their potential value and importance. For example, something unexpected popped up and caused you to feel annoyed or agitated. Rather than rejecting the frustration, strive to accept that you are frustrated and what specific circumstance has caused you to feel that way. You will be ready to proceed to the next stage after you can recognize and openly examine your emotion. Step 3. Examine your emotions. Now that you've already accepted or acknowledged your emotions, you're now ready to examine them. Getting curious is one of the most crucial things you can do at this point. Curiosity opens up fresh avenues for new perspectives and opportunities. It enables you to obtain unique insight into your emotions and the situations you find yourself in. Curiosity about the emotion you're experiencing may prompt you to ask yourself the following questions. What benefits does this emotion provide for me? What is the genuine worth of this emotion? How can this emotion benefit me? What can I do to improve things? How can I achieve the desired result? What do I truly feel and want? And what can I take away from this to help me in the future? Remember that emotions are felt for certain reasons, and one way or another they will benefit you. Emotions can teach you important lessons about yourself and your situation. Thus, you must be open to acquiring the essential answers to help you overcome the emotional barriers you're experiencing. Step 4. Develop confidence in your ability to handle emotions. If you want to develop more control over your emotions, you must first learn to be certain and then actively choose the emotional response appropriate to move you forward. It is also crucial to learn as much as you can about your emotions so that you can manage them more successfully. If you're having problems with this process, think back to a moment when you dealt with a similar emotion. How did you successfully thrive on that emotion? This experience can be used to lay the groundwork for a brighter future in which your emotions no longer rule your life. Instead, you consciously choose an emotion that will improve the situation in a proactive manner. Step 5. Accept your emotional triggers. People, places, or things that cause you to feel a specific way are examples of emotional triggers. Friends, family, co-workers, and even oneself can be included. Perhaps you experience outbursts of rage when your friend does something you despise. Or you have a severe, painful feeling when you recall a moment in which you could have done things differently. Learning to forgive yourself and others for things that may have sparked your emotions will be critical to enable you to detach yourself from the problems that accompany them. If you can separate yourself from the source of your resentment, envy, or wrath, it will eventually go away. Learn how to let others be themselves without allowing your emotions to take over and cause negativity. Step 6. See the bigger picture. Consider this: everything that happens in our life, whether good or bad, happens for a reason. You have mastered the art of wisdom if you can examine past events and determine the deeper meaning of a certain situation. It may be tough to understand at first, but with time, you'll begin to see a wider picture of everything in your life. Even amid an emotionally difficult situation, trust that it serves a greater purpose and everything will fall into place. Step 7. Take action. Now that you have the information and knowledge you need to respond to your emotions in a healthy way, it's time to take purposeful action to improve your emotional state. The last stage is to get pumped up. You can now easily gain control of your emotions and demonstrate your skills to manage them. Overall, how you react to events and circumstances in your life is what makes all the difference. You are always in complete control of your emotions, no matter how difficult it may appear. You have the power to choose how you feel and consciously manage your emotional state. That's why no one is to blame because you, yourself, affect your emotions from within. Furthermore, why let bad emotions paralyze you when you can use them as a source of inspiration for positive action? Mastering emotional intelligence is important, and these strategies will assist you in doing so over time. They will successfully act as input if you have fully mastered how your emotions affect you and how to adjust them. You will be able to respond rather than react and take appropriate action. And that's all for today's video. But before I go, I'd like to know your thoughts on today's topic. What is your biggest challenge when it comes to controlling your emotions? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching this Thrivetastic video. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this awesome Thrivetastic video for you to watch next.